All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas. Knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world? And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. 4 years apart, with big differences in height and reach. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, presenting the challenger, Monster. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov!
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go, round one of this highly anticipated tilt between the strong striker and the decorated grappler. Any chance that these guys mix it up, or are you just expecting them to stick to what got them to the dance?
I'm expecting a pretty straightforward approach from both of these fighters. The striker will try to lead with his punches and his kicks, and the grappler will try to time a takedown, time a clinch position so he can start to work towards a lot of those great judo throws that he Once on the ground, he is in his realm and will start to chase submissions.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
And he's out. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge in the match.
Nice single.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. We cross the midpoint in round one. Nurmagomedov's trying to lock up on a submission now.
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nurmagomedov.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Good entry there to take the fight to the grappling realm. Now we'll see what he can do from here, champ.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Look for him to try to use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
Oh, is he an active pursuer of the submission?
An attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
And this might just be a matter of time. Brilliant submission defense there. Back to his feet.
Nice punch man over the top.
Next with a right. Collar tie. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's gonna stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
Great positions. Your submission looked awesome, but we just barely missed. This round, we know.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this round. He had a big effort there in round one. Really had the wrestling on full display.
John, if he was looking to come out here, secure takedown, to feel good about the way things were going, he gets an A on his report card. Because takedown after takedown was secured, top position was secured, and as you watch that clock start to go up, the top control, him and his team are ecstatic. Because they know when they're on top, when they're secured takedowns, they're winning.
Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Nurmagomedov's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the ladder. Nurmagomedov gets the takedown. Side control now. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight. Oh, he's going for his arm now.
Oh, wow, oh!
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. And he's out. Back to the feet now. Well, you gotta think frustration is starting to set in on the other side as he lands another takedown, and he knew he was gonna get a lot of this offensive wrestling. As yet, he's been unable to stop.
He has not been able to stop it, and it's a different wrestling. It's a Damian Maia type of wrestling, where they get close to you, they hook their feet, they drag you to the mat, knowing that once you're on the ground, now you're really in trouble. Because the takedown is only a part of the danger. The true danger is grappling with such a great submission specialist.
Yeah, nothing fun about it. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Oh!
And the turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, how about the speed on that? Oh, pretty good entry there, and he gets the fight to his wheelhouse on the ground.
Beautiful takedown into the full guard. Look for him to posture and use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
Oh, back up again. All right, so now we're on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here or not. Oh, and he's back up again. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And they separate. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two.
Take him down, cut him, over and over. He secured his takedown.
Close guard. All right, well, he continues Continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Looks like he's got a couple hooks.
No, you don't want him on your back. He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting
and there's
choked.
the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down, even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace.
Shades of Cormier against Dan Henderson back in the day, just slammed his opponent to the ground.
I mean, just slammed him, lifted him up, and almost treated him like a baby. If you can pick a guy up off his feet, it's so discouraging for men that are used to being the alphas in all situations.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym. Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position. So he is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. He takes his opponent to his side to try to get the finish.
Looks like his opponent's trying to turn into the choke here, but there's a lot of pressure. Wow. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, single collar tie here. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Wow, actually got the takedown.
Both fighters get up now. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not
going for the arm here.
Oh! Why is he not recognizing this right now? He's got to recognize this is dangerous. This is a dangerous position. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Tonight. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Nurmagomedov. And he's back up. Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with a punch there.
Accuracy at its best.
And they separate. Well, there it is again. He just continues to keep landing those takedowns, scoring a lot of points. His opponent has showed a pretty good get-up, but not sprawling, not stopping the shot.
He's got to sprawl earlier. He's got to defend a little bit earlier if he's going to stop this guy. This guy is so committed to his wrestling that he will continue to attack him over and over again.
Missed with that right hand. No problem getting inside to land that straight punch. He's got a huge edge and reach, and he made good use of it there. Now the transition to the judo throw, right into side control, where he will have no shortage of options. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Oh, nice.
He might get a finish here.
It's tight, it's tight.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the edge.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Oh, wicked nice leg kick there, DC.
Can't take too many of those.
Nurmagomedov gets the takedown. Also looked like maybe the fighter had defended that properly, but Nurmagomedov once again gets the takedown.
Khabib has fantastic chain wrestling. It's not just one attack that you have to worry about. It's the 2nd and 3rd level of his wrestling that usually gets guys down to the ground.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Looks like a potential submission attempt here.
Attacking armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys trying to attack triangle.
Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, nice job to get back up again. You don't want to hang out on the ground with this guy. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combination.
The record is on repeat. Wash and rinse over and over again. It's takedown after takedown.
Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this. Nurmagomedov's going for an arm here.
Oh! He should be defending right now. It's in there deep. There you go.
right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Working off of his back here, looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, nice work from the bottom, tags him with the punch. Able to land the single ground strike there.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. 20 seconds left. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
Well, if you like wrestling and you like takedowns, I guess that's the round for you. He really had his way with his opponent there.
Yeah, he was able to secure many takedowns, switching up the techniques, constantly changing the angle, never allowing his opponent to get a beat on what type of finish he was trying to go to.
Oh, now he stuns him beautifully with the left hand.
The left hand is so accurate, so educated, he's so able to fight in both fighting stances.
Man, the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on that right side. Close guard. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. The guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Going for a submission.
He's attacking armbar now. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, and he's back up again. Those get-ups have been there for him all night. All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
This double leg shot.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. All right, north-south position. Now we'll see who transitions first. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Maybe an opportunity to get a choke here.
Yeah, he lifts the head and goes under. Looks like he's trying to get a bulldog choke. Oh, wow, oh! This is the choke that your uncle used to do to you when you were a little kid because you didn't have the power to get out of it. Man, that was slick.
Oh, really nice work to keep Izzy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Nurmagomedov. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Nurmagomedov's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
So there he is, and still the baddest man on the planet, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world. It wasn't everyone's expectation that it would go the full 25 minutes here tonight, but whatever it takes is what he said during fight week, and that's exactly what he needed here tonight. After 5 rounds, the heavyweight champion remains the